So I've been thinking about getting a new bike, or not thinking about it, I've been looking at getting a new bike, and one of the bikes I've been looking at is the Canyon Torque. And I live in San Diego, and there's actually a new a new Canyon Showroom that they opened 2 or 3 months ago. I think maybe back in April. It's July right now, so do the math. Anyway, they have a few demos there, so I am going to give this thing a whirl and see how it runs, and hopefully it'll help inform my decision and give me a better idea on what the bike's all about, how it performs, obviously how it pedals, even though I'm really looking for the downhill portion of it. The model that I'm demoing right now is the Canyon Torque CF 9.0 Pro, which I believe is the middle CF version. The 7.0 is just below this, and then the 9.0 Limited, I believe, is just above this. So far it feels pretty good. Otherwise feels great. I think last time I rode here, I'm at La Costa Reserve. Gonna shoot down NASCAR trail. But I think I was already pushing my bike at this point on my trans. So who says these big travel bikes can't be pedaled? All right, about 3/4 of the way to the top. Had to stop to take the sunglasses off because the sun's going down. Got the Pacific Ocean in my background. Beautiful evening. Don't see anyone else out on the trail. There's a couple cars at the bottom. Some people probably finishing up their rides. But I'm liking how this thing pedals. No complaints. Wasn't sure, based on dimensions, amount of travel, but good enough for me. I only pedal to the top so I can go down anyways. I'm not looking for any speed runs up. Next stop, downhill. All right, here we go. Down NASCAR. Let me get in the right gear. Okay, so I've only been down this trail once before, and it's almost dark. Lights are on down in the city, so hopefully I can see and give this a whirl. It's all rocky and chunky and technical. Ooh. So it should be fun testing out the suspension. Just met a guy up top who's riding a Capra, the other bike I'm looking at. He's only had it about a month, said he loves it, but he's still getting it dialed in, so. Oh, drop. All right. Feels pretty good so far. Handles these rocks well. Not able to go super fast with getting used to this bike, but feels pretty good so far. Whoop, drop. This suspension feels awesome. Oh man, this is like night and day for my bike. Oh, I gotta hit that jump. Forgot about it. I think I go this way. Maybe. Oh, almost lost the front tire there. One complaint I heard about these tires, they sometimes don't hold very well. Not today. Save those drops for another day when it's not my first run on this bike. Fun little drop there. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Whoa. I think I need to adjust the rebound. Holy crap, that thing shot me ass high. Big rock. Well, may not look like it on the camera, but it's really dark in here in this section of the trail. Sun's gone, lights are out. Thing turns really well. Handles nice on these tight little turns. That was a great little downhill. Squeeze one run in before dark and then hit it tomorrow morning and get a good feel for this bike on some more familiar trails, hopefully. And go from there. Woo! All right, this is the Canyon Torque that I demoed from the Canyon Showroom store that they opened in Carlsbad here in San Diego. Got one quick lap on it last night before dark. Felt really good. Not able to really put it through its paces and kind of get a good feel for how it runs just on one lap, but from what I did feel, man, it felt really good. The suspension was soaking up the rocks on the rock gardens. It was really nice. And I do have to say, man, those guys at the Canyon store, they are awesome. I got there maybe 10 minutes before they were gonna close, which I hate to do, but that's when I could get there from getting off of work. And the guy spent 45 minutes with me, just dialing the bike in for me, dialing in the suspension, dialing in the brakes, seat post height, everything. I can't tell you how great they were and accommodating. So I'm in the market for a new bike, and this is one of the ones I kind of have it narrowed down to. And after today, hopefully you have a better idea on how it runs. Oh, another thing with the guys at the store, you know, you can't actually buy a bike at the store. You can go check them out, but it's just a showroom. And so these guys, obviously it's their job to kind of show you the bikes, but they don't make commission or anything. You still have to go order the bike online, which seems like they wouldn't have to be quite as detailed as they need to be, but they are, which is great. I mean, the customer service is pretty spectacular. All right, further review coming on the trail. Today, gonna try the torque out at Ted Williams, which is in Poway in San Diego. Woo, it's getting toasty. It's probably 86, 88 degrees out. Wanted to hit the trail a little earlier before it heated up, but didn't work out. C'est la vie. Anyway, I wanted to do a review on this bike because, you know, when you're looking for a new bike, you start doing a bunch of research and trying to figure out what bikes suit you and fit your needs and all that. So Canyon Torque was on my radar, and after doing a bunch of research, there's not very many YouTube reviews on this bike. I think there's one by a magazine, and other than that, it's mostly unboxings. You know, people stoked obviously to get the new bike, but they don't talk too much about how it rides, downhill, uphill, nuances of it. They just, you know, are amped on their new bike and do the unboxing. But hopefully this will give a little bit more insight to anyone that's looking at this bike. It's not an extensive test, and I'm by no means a professional tester, but maybe give a little bit more insight than what's already out there. All right, first downhill run on the Torque at Ted Williams. Don't forget to open up the suspension so we don't have a super hard ride. Have that down, see how much travel we go through. All right, this is a fun flowy trail, great warm-up trail. There's a few little jumps, but good corners. See how nimble this bike is. Feels good so far. Didn't have enough speed for that one. All right, here we go. Jump there. These tires don't hold very well, but get corners well. All right, there's a couple guys up there. I'm gonna stop and let them get ahead. Stop, hopefully fixed it. Continue. Okay, get some speed. There's a fun step up jump coming up. here. Oh, that was nice. That was probably further than I've gone on that thing. All right, back uphill. All right, let's try this again. Ooh. I'm not gonna hit that one today. Oh, I want to hit it. I could hit it. I just hit that last one. I can hit that one. So this jump, you know, when you're coming at it on video, doesn't look like much, but when you see it from the backside, it's a little bit more of a gap, I guess, than what it looks when you're coming at it. This is that jump from the other side. You know, it's a little bit different looking at it like this. You got take off, clear these rocks, and then land down here as a bit of a transition, and then off to the races. All right, let's see if I can do it on this bad boy. First time. Here goes nothing. Woo! Well, I landed on my wheels, but I slid out. It was a little off angle, and the tire just didn't grip. If you got these Mavic tires, I'm thinking that needs to be the first thing that you change on this bike, because I know if they were Minion DHs, I wouldn't have slid out. But I'm all good. Bike's good. A little dusty. This brake lever was actually loose to begin with, so didn't feel too bad. I think I'm gonna give it another rip. See if I can land that bad boy. All right, take two. Woohoo! Oh shit, wasn't expecting that. Oh, I was a little airborne coming into that corner. Woo! Good stuff. All right. Stab that one. Oh, this way. Not enough speed for those. Damn it. I don't know that jump. That's a land of flat. Oh, this is a new one too. Whew, I'm tired. Oh, glad I parked further down the hill. Oh, and it was a bigger climb back to the car. Woo! That was fun. Some new jumps on that trail. I need to highball. Look like fun hits. So I'm pretty dusty and dirty after that crash, but I feel great. That was a good ride. I really like this bike. You know, it pedals well enough uphill. Maybe when I'm in a little better bike pedal shape. Oh, there it goes. Maybe when I'm in a little better bike shape, I'll get a better idea for how well it pedals. But, you know, being so tired and hot, I was having to push it. But it doesn't matter what bike I was on, I'd be pushing it. But yeah, I mean, not really much of a difference between that and my Trance as far as climbing goes. Downhill. As I was saying, you know, it sucks to be limited by a bike. You know, only limited by this. That's kind of the goal. As long as you think you can do it up here, then you don't want that holding you back. And this bike definitely does not do that. It's there if you need it. All right, so I got a major issue. My car keys fell out of my pocket somewhere on the trail, so I can't get into my car, and I can't take the bike back. I can't go anywhere, and it's supposed to be back like right now. Huge hole in my pocket. I also ripped my shorts, so I'm wondering if it happened in the crash. If I go to the crash site, if hopefully it's there, but I don't know. It's quite a hike back up. I guess I got no choice. Okay, now the long, arduous search for my keys. Shoot, I have no idea where they could be. Those trails I hit are so far spread apart, but I can't really go anywhere without them because it's a smart key and that's the only one that I got. So I don't know how I would get the car started otherwise, or into it. Tedious task of backtracking. Climbing up the trail I went down, and probably down the other trails I went down too when I got to the top. Hopefully no one's coming down. I don't like going up down trails, but I guess it's the most logical way to try and find my key. I'm not climbing up that trail, that's stupid. It'll take forever. It's too steep, too gnarly, drops, whatever. Trying to climb up that with the bikes, no go. Plus, if anyone's coming down, it's pretty narrow in spots. It's a disaster waiting to happen. So I'll go the long way around and hope for the best. Well, I get to pedal uphill more. Woohoo! No key so far. Oh, tired. Okay, to the spot of the crash. See if the key is there. Okay, just through this opening in the bushes will be the takeoff, and please be there, please be there, please be there, please be there. Oh man, I don't see it, but I did land further down. So let's take a look. There was another spot in the trail way the opposite direction that the pocket felt a little weird, so guess I can go check there too, unless it fell out after going down this hill, but I don't know. This sucks. Woohoo! You gotta be kidding me. Oh, so stoked. Right by my bike where I park my bike to look for it. Oh my god. Woohoo! Yes! Oh, I'm so stoked. Oh man, it's all bashed up. Must have come loose in the landing. And when I landed down there, probably came loose. And I came up here to kind of gather myself after the crash. And before I went back up to try it again, must have fallen out right down there. Oh, thank you. Woo! So stoked I found my key. You have no idea. I was probably a little distracted when I was finishing up talking about the bike because I was worried how I was going to get out of here. Anyways, wiped a little dirt off my face, feeling so relieved. But I'm pretty ecstatic about this bike. I really like it. I really love, obviously the downhill capabilities are unbelievable. Corners like crazy. The way it, cuts into the berms and pops right out. It's so nimble and feels so good. And then the suspension on the rocks and the jumps, it just felt great. The only gripe I'd say I have is the tires. I don't think I would have. I was a little off balance when I landed off and crashed off that jump. But if I think I had different tires, I could have pulled it out and not gone down. But that's, I guess, relatively speaking, a pretty simple, easy fix. And I'm possibly looking at the 7.0 anyways, which is got different tires on it. It doesn't have these Mavics. I think it has Mini and DH on it, possibly. So yeah, I think it doesn't have the XO components. I think it has the GX maybe, but it still has the Eagle cassette on the lower one, on the 7.0. But I'm fine with GX. And then I think it also has RockShox forks. It's got the Lyric on the front and then the Super Deluxe RC on the back, which I'm okay with as well. I did like this Fox suspension though. It was pretty plush and felt really nice, but the Lyric and the Super Deluxe I hear are pretty awesome as well. And then the brakes, I believe, are the Code R on the 7.0 instead of the RSC, like these, which, from my understanding, they're basically the same brake, same volume of oil inside, or hydraulic fluid, and they just don't have this little hand adjustment. I think it has most of the same adjustments, but you just need to use a tool instead. But yeah, conclusion, pretty rad bike. So if you're thinking about it and you're not in San Diego and you don't have the luxury to actually demo one, take it from me, you won't be disappointed if you do decide to go with it. So all right, till next time.